Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The reigning Super Bowl champion Seahawks taking the field behind a guy who has now established himself as a franchise quarterback in Sam Darnold.
How about that? Super Bowl champion with the Seattle Seahawks after having a big year the season before with the Minnesota Vikings. What has allowed Sam Darnold to get here? I think perseverance. Every stop, he's found a way to get through it, and in most cases, found a way to get better.
And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Play action. It's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Motion left, Kupp. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 makes it 3rd and 4.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's Darnold. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score
That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Rams offense onto the field led by the 18-year veteran who earned his first NFL MVP last season, Matthew Stafford.
And the numbers, absolutely off the charts. The ability to play big in big games, we've seen it all the time. The most underrated part of his game, his toughness. This guy continues to get better with age.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Play action, Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
First run now for Kyren Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Stafford. Now a short one caught by Parkinson.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down and 1. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Williams. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the... Williams loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams unable to corral him. He fights through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 yards to go, second down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Harrison Mevis for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Darnold now to throw. Nifty move. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He finds Barnard left side. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 18. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A little juke. And able to get this out to the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They start the second half here with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Back to throw, Stafford. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Whittington. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet to the 22-yard line.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now it's Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's returnable now for Smith. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams are going offense here for the 1st and 10. The Rams offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Puka Nacua, one of those big body wide receivers who can leave you in the dust if you guess wrong on a route. First team All-Pro last season, 129 catches, and when the Rams wanted to throw the football, they looked for him first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Looking to put a drive together. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
9 yards to go.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. That is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard of a pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football. I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 31-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And they will take a knee here.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off,